Welcome back to Al-ascent, the place where we reach for the stars and beyond. So, you want to know about the richest family in Saudi Arabia, huh? I mean, you're not expecting to find a coupon for oil or something, right? No? Good. Because today, my Al-ascentiors, we're about to dive into the story, a family that doesn't exactly need to shop in the discount section. They own the section. Scratch that. They own the whole store. Yep, we're talking about the Al Saud family, the ruling royal family of Saudi Arabia. You might have heard of them. They're a teensy bit wealthy. Like Bill Gates asks for their Netflix password wealthy. How wealthy? Well, that's what we're here to find out. So buckle up, grab your gold-encrusted popcorn, and let's jump into the world of the richest family in Saudi Arabia. Who are the Al Saud family? The Al Saud family traces its origins back to the 18th century. That's right, they've been around since before electricity. Imagine controlling a kingdom before you even had Wi-Fi. Back then, the founder of the dynasty, Mohammed bin Saud, teamed up with a religious leader named Muhammad ibn Abd al-Wahhab. This was no ordinary handshake deal. This partnership would literally shape the future of Saudi Arabia. So, the Al Saud family started out as a regional power in the Arabian Peninsula. They controlled some territory, but nothing like the Saudi Arabia we know today. Fast forward to 1932, when Abdulaziz ibn Saud officially declared the formation of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and boom, the Al Saud family went from regional rulers to kings of an oil empire. And this, ladies and gentlemen, Al-ascentiors, is where things really took off, like turbocharged private jet level of takeoff. You see, beneath all that desert sand was oil. Lots and lots of oil. And by the 1940s, they discovered they were sitting on one of the largest oil reserves in the world. Coincidence? I think not. Imagine going from owning a couple of camels to owning all the camels and, also having enough oil to make the entire world bow to you every time they need gas. That's the Al Saud family for you. And it's all thanks to black gold. Oil. How rich is rich? So, exactly how rich are we talking? I mean, can they afford to buy the moon, Mars, maybe just the whole galaxy? The Al Saud family is estimated to be worth, drumroll please, over $1.4 trillion. That's 1,400 billion. And I know what you're thinking. Surely that's enough money to make Scrooge McDuck jealous. And you'd be right. They could swim in their wealth, build money skyscrapers, or heck, even craft an entire theme park out of diamonds. But really and truly, can that type of wealth be accounted for? And the fact that they are in control of what is declared and what is held a secret in the land of sand. To put it into perspective, they're wealthier than Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and the entire GDP of most countries. You know, no big deal. But where does all this money come from? Well, most of it comes from Saudi Arabia's oil reserves. The family's control over Saudi Aramco, the national oil company, is a major source of their wealth. And not just any wealth. We're talking $1 billion a week wealth. Just to be clear, $1 billion a week is enough to buy a lot of avocado toast. But it's not just oil. These guys have diversified. They have investments in real estate, tech, banks, and even football clubs. If there's money to be made, the Al Saud family is already there. The palaces, the cars, and the tigers. Of course, what's the point of being the richest family in Saudi Arabia if you don't spend it on ridiculous things? Let's talk about the lifestyle. Because believe me, they've mastered the art of over the top. The Al Saud family owns more palaces than most of us own socks. I'm talking multiple palaces, each more extravagant than the last. Marble floors, gold chandeliers, gardens the size of small countries. And inside these palaces, oh, just the usual exotic animals, private zoos, and swimming pools that could host Olympic events. I'm not even kidding. Some family members own tigers, lions, and even falcons. In case they get bored of their 100 sports cars and private planes. They're just chilling with animals that belong on the Discovery Channel like it's no big deal. And speaking of sports cars, the Al Saud family is basically the reason why Lamborghini and Rolls-Royce stay in business. Every royal family member has their own fleet of luxury cars. That's right, fleet. Because why drive just one when you can drive a different one for every day of the week? Cut to footage of a garage filled with luxury cars. The prince is a family tree so big it needs a GPS. Now, let's talk about the family itself. Because this family tree is so big, you need a GPS to navigate it. The Al Saud family reportedly has around 15,000 members, but not all of them are rich and powerful. There's an inner circle of about 2,000 princes who call the shots. That's right, 2,000 princes. Now, you might be wondering, what do all these princes do? Well, some of them hold key government positions, ministers, ambassadors, governors. Others manage the family's businesses, like real estate, investment firms, and even private companies. But make no mistake, they all share in the wealth. And when I say share, I mean they've all got enough cash to lose their wallet and not care, because, well, they've got 100 more wallets back home. So, who's at the top of this royal food chain? Well, the current king is King Salman. But the real power behind the throne these days is his son, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, aka MBS. He's been making waves with his bold reforms, Vision 2030, and yes, some seriously expensive yachts and paintings. Cut to footage of MBS shaking hands with world leaders, then to a massive yacht. The power moves, Vision 2030, and beyond. So, what's next for the Al Saud family? Well, they're not just sitting around counting their gold coins. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, aka MBS, has big plans for the Vision 2030. Until next time, stay tuned, and don't forget to comment and subscribe.